Alrighty, we made it to the 6th shape of the major scale. Again, we're looking at box shapes, so we're looking at that G major sound with all these different box shapes that are going to be played in various positions along the fretboard. If you're looking at this like the 6th string, then we're playing, of course, the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, then going from the 5th fret to the 7th fret, then the 8th fret, then the 10th fret, then the 12th fret, and then I believe we go from there, because we're on the 12th fret right now. That's what this lesson is going to be about. Then we go from there to the 14th fret, and then back to the 15th fret, which mirrors your 3rd fret, because it's all a circle. Okay, so there's your scale shape just on one string, right? It's the same thing we played at the very beginning. So each one of these, think about it as going in a line, right? Not in a line, but in a circle. Like once we get from here, then we're going all the way back and connecting. And it's the same thing. Matter of fact, when I'm playing on the 3rd fret, a major shape, I can play that same bar chord here on the 15th fret. Wow. Okay, so I got these big old sausage fingers. And playing bar chords down here is not the easiest thing in the world. But we can play that same scale shape down there. Now, I'm not going to map that one out on the screen because I did that in the very first lesson of this micro series, which is in between season 1 and season 2 of my channel. Season 2 is coming up. Before we get to season 2, head on over to justpickuptheguitarandgo.com and get my free course. It will help you unlock the fretboard, and just like I was just talking about, the circular shapes, how the shapes connect back to each other, and you can go up and down the fretboard, play intuitively, train your fingers to just play where you want them to play. That's all in my free course, and it's a lot more just kind of direct, like here's what you play, here's what you do, here's what you need to practice. And I think when you go over to the page and you check it out, you'll see that it's got a lot of value to it, and I'd love to get your support, signing up to my mailing list. You know, let me send you what I got out there. Let me tell you about my lessons as they come out, my Patreon, all that cool stuff. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe, but you'll still be able to go check out the free course, and that's a win-win, right? You know, 7-day free course, Unlock the Fretboard, and if you're using it, well, if you're one of my students already, let me know in the comments how it's working out for you. I'd love to hear from you. And in this one, we're going to look, like I said, at the 6th shape of the G major scale. So this one's going to be played on the 12th fret, and we're just going to we're just going to play the minor chord here because it's your Aeolian shape. And what better chord to play if you're a rock and metal guitar player like I am than to just play a nice Aeolian or natural minor scale shape when you play songs. Most songs are written in either the major or the minor scale. We learn the major scale. These are all the positions of the major scale, but I'm also talking about them in terms of modes. This one's going to be your natural minor scale, or your Aeolian mode, your Aeolian scale. And we're going to talk about it in terms of modes too, because it's a minor scale. So if you play that scale shape right there, or that chord shape, which in this case is going to be your E minor, because E minor is relative to G major, then you can play the Aeolian mode. Not like that. So there's your Aeolian mode right there. And the way it is played is we're going to play at the 12th, the 14th, and the 15th on both the 6th and the 5th strings. 12, 14 on the 3rd string. 12, 14 on the 4th string. Then 11, 12, 14 on the 3rd string, and 12, 13, 15 on the 2nd string. And then on the 1st string, we're going to play 12, 14, 15. So we got that. And if you've been checking out the micro series, remember when I did the Dorian lesson, I told you that if it's a 1-3-4 pattern first finger, second finger, first finger, third finger, and pinky. Just like the Aeolian is. Dorian and Aeolian are like sister shapes, right? Then what it gives you is it gives you that minor sound, which doesn't sound like a diminished sound like a Locrian or a Phrygian. To me, they sound kind of like a horror movie. They sound like they don't resolve. There's a lot of tension there. But your Aeolian and your Dorian can, they tend to have that sad mood, but they also sound to me like gritty. Remember the old A1 steak sauce commercials where they're like, it's like, it gets you right here. That's, to me, is what a natural minor sound sounds like. And I kind of gravitate towards that kind of music because I like that tone. It's not that I don't like happy music. It's just that happy music might get me tapping my foot, but dark, depressing, sad music. What is that? Shirley Manson and Garbage. I'm only happy when it rains. But really, seriously, it's like it just, I don't know, it just gets you, right? It gets you right here, right? So you get that rock music. So there's your Aeolian or your natural minor scale. And again, even though it sounds natural minor, right? It sounds minor, we can resolve that back to your G major. And then all of a sudden, in the context of that, going back to that as a root, everything sounds like it's in a major scale, right? Because it all is. It's just, what are you playing over? Okay? What's underneath it? What's underlying is what's going to make it what it is. That's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool for life. Like, what's underneath the surface? It doesn't matter what you see up here. It's like what's underneath the surface is really defining the mood. So we often think of the scale itself or the mode itself as being what defines the mood, but it's not. It's what's underneath that defines the mood. So don't be fooled by those happy Instagram pictures. What's underneath? What's actually happening underneath, right? So anyway, that is your sixth position. We got one more position to go of this little micro series, the major scale positions. And then we'll be moving into minor scale positions. Thank you for checking this out. Be sure to check out my free course at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. So you can play intuitively, play with ease, play with confidence, and just pick up the guitar and go.com.